It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the booth where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth like, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. It's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Friday, baby. Listen, These streets so dry, y'all. It's like a desert. Okay. I said, let me do me and Ham just came back from the store not that long ago. I was scoping the scene out. I say, ain't nobody live. Let me do a quick one too for my people since it ain't nothing going on. Okay. Plus I gotta keep up with the content. I don't want to fall behind and fall out the algorithm. That's not good, okay? But anyways, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with the girl. Thank y'all for being patient while I upload and try to get these receipts together, okay? Because I always once I hear something, I just go to it. But let me see who we got in here so we can get it started. Because I ain't gonna be on here too late. Y'all know I'm an early bird. I don't do late night lives often, child. Let me see. Let me see. Shout out to Miss Tanya for getting that membership. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content over there. Hey, Miss Robin. Hey, Terry Bro. Thank you for the purple hearts, copyright, and fairies. Shout out to you. Hey, Tahira. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Martha Blanca, Miss Simone, Miss Cassandra, Scorpio Stings, Miss Witty, Savy. We got Miss E in this thing, Miss Darlene, loving my curves, Nola Bunny. You are crazy. Epiphany by Tiffany. Okay, I just love that name, child. Who else? Miss Robin Buttercup. We got, let me see. Did I say Scorpio Stings? If not, I'm saying it now. Shout out to you, my love. We got who else? Let me go down. Let me go down. Kathy B. R. Chapman, Jaisha, Miss Tracy, Miss Jackie Moore, Miss Loretta, Miss Rebecca R. Chapman coming through with the super chat blessing. Thank you, thank you. Miss Shalene, we got Miss Latessa, Miss Roz, we got Flala Natural Beauty. Okay, shout out to you. Miss Coretta, Miss Sherry, Brown Cat Eyes, solid as a rock. Shout out to you. Miss Tracy. We got Miss Melody. Loving my curves. Miss Anita. Miss Mary. We got Miss Felicia in this thing. Yes, we live, baby. Live. Queen B. We got Miss Ashley. Let me go down. Miss Novella. You see, I'm normally on the replay game, but I caught a live. Let's go. Okay. Shout out to my people who actually get to catch me live and in action. Because there's a lot of y'all that can't for some reason, especially with these crazy notifications. Okay. Hey, Miss Pamela. Let me see. Let me go down. Miss Yumika. We got Boots on the Ground. Miss Janine. Malibu Genie. Miss Phelps coming through with the 20-month membership. Shout out to you. True Teller Big Stepper. Okay. I just love that intro. Shout out to Fred Baby. Brown Cat I say I'm burying my daughter on Monday, June 23rd. She passed away from breast cancer. Cherise Lynette Williams, my daughter was newlyweds, only 45. Oh, wow. I am sorry to hear that, my girl. Prayers going out to you and your family. Y'all make sure y'all send one up for our girl. We are all family in here. So when y'all grieve, we grieve. Okay? When we grieve, we all grieve. So we definitely gonna be praying for you and your family. I say this all the time. It never gets better, but it gets easier. And it only gets easier through prayer. Stay surrounded by love. Love on the ones who love you. And it'll get a little easier. But I'm definitely gonna be praying for you and your family. My condolences to you and your family, my girl. Oh, I know that's tough. I know that is tough. And y'all make me feel good because y'all, I be like, Lord, why is they in my lives when they going through stuff like this? So I look at it as, my commentary brings y'all ease because I didn't had a lot of people that came through that was literally going through losing a loved one and y'all still being alive. So shout out to y'all. Um, I'm glad that my commentary can be a blessing to y'all. Okay. Let me see. Miss Pamela say I'm 51 years old and I blast this as if I'm 21 years old again. Okay. Listen, you better do your big one, girl. Do your big one. Hey, Queen Money Skull Gang. Who else in here? Let me go down. Y'all be cutting up with that intro. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Kanaya. Hey, Renita. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Who else? Latate in this thing. We got who else? Who else? Talk, you was really on TV. No, it was yesterday. I wasn't too bad today, but yesterday, Lord have mercy. It was almost an hour. Thank you, Epiphany by Tiffany. Thank you for that blessing, my love. Thank you, Miss Phelps. Look at y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all showing me some love, child. I love y'all. Hey, Queen Fee. You say, well, the truth is the truth. She went from a wife of four to a single mother of six. Where's the lie? Listen, let's get into these receipts though. Because I caught when I was listening to that, um, actually it was brought to my attention first, and I was like, let me get my source to send me that clip because I didn't actually watch that live in its entirety, only seen some clips. So when I seen that part, I'm like, hold up, how you blocking people for calling you a single mother, but yet you're using that narrative of being a single mother on your GoFundMe to collect these coins, baby. That's not cool. That's not cool, especially when it came to RH, when she was trying to push the narrative that, oh, I was a single mother even when I was married. We're going to get into it. I'm going to bring it back to y'all attention. That's one thing about me. I'm going to clock a lie. We're going to clock some deceit. We're going to clock some deception. Okay? Especially when you playing in a whole lot of people's faces and when money is involved. We ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Thank you again, Miss Phelps, my love. We got Shawnee in this thing. Let me see. Let me see. Miss Coretta, hot and spicy life with Keith. Keith Jackson in the building. Okay, you just came back from your date night. Hey, Crystal. Who else? Who else? Leah in this thing. We got. Let me go down. I don't want to miss nobody. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Child of God is in this thing. You say, hey, Lupac, me and my dog was getting down off your intro song. We love your song. Thank you. Not the dog, child. Not the dog. The dog cutting up too. Hey, Miss E. Let me see. I need this therapy. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm definitely going to say a special prayer for you tonight when I say my prayer, y'all. I get deep in it, okay? At nighttime, baby, I be deep in the spirit. Hey April. Sarah said I'm watching the ads with some anonymous pages. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. You know it all counts. You a creator now, so you know what time it is. Even though you don't have to go live on your page, but you need to. You need to start going live on your page. In my opinion, it looks like her dad would stay off camera until the custody battle is over with, and she could have been more concerned about the situation. I agree, but listen, everything happens for a reason. So let her do her big one. Let her do her big one. Hey, Miss Valencia. Hey, Miss Arlene. Let me see, Miss Renee in this thing. We got y'all crazy, bro. Hey, Taisha. You said I've been preoccupied with a complete home remodel and planning my wedding. Ooh, 1020. Listen, that's what I'm about to be in the midst of that too. Let's just say that. It's a whole lot going on, child. And I'm not ready. I got too much on my plate as it is. Like, I be doing too much, y'all. I need a vacation. But I think I'm going to plan one for July. Definitely July. Todd, please tell me that I sent it to the right place. What you sent? What did you send, Miss Pamela? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Brandy. Um, Let me go down. I don't know what you're saying. I'm confused. I'm confusion. You got to let me know. But anyways, y'all, if you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. It ain't many of y'all, so I'm very grateful. Okay, because nobody really be making that little coffee app go sing-a-ling-ling-ling. But it's all good. Shout out to y'all. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. I do have a goal set of 15. It ain't much. Y'all know I don't ask for much, child. And it's not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. So if them ads ain't adding, if them views ain't viewing, the supers do help us as creators to, with a specific goal. Okay. But please watch the ads anyways, and definitely hit that like button. If you are not a member of this channel, please join us in members only. We do our big ones, when we get the court documents or any type of personal private documents, we do it only in members only because it's personal. It's more personal. We have a time over there, child. I owe y'all alive, but ain't nothing shake yet. It's like the court system is moving real, real slow right now, which Georgia is known for that. So I could see why. But as soon as I get the tea, y'all gonna get it. Y'all know how I give it up. Y'all know how I give it up. Okay. I don't know if I want to play the audios for y'all first or if I want to. I got it, Miss Pamela. Okay, I see you send me a cash app. Thank you. I appreciate you. You say for a great job. Thank you, my love. Yeah, I got it. I was wondering what you was talking about. You say, I hope I sent it to the right place. I didn't know what you was talking about. I thought you was trying to send me some information or something. But I got it. Hey, Castle 66. So, before matter of fact, let's do this first. Before I start playing these audios for y'all, let me pull up this just as a refresher, right? Because we blocking people for calling us single mothers, right? I didn't know it was an insult, especially if you using it to get money via GoFundMe. That's crazy. That's crazy. So hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up. Let's do this one first, right? So wait, this not it. Child, is the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go down. Okay, let's do this one first. All right. So she posted this a little while ago, y'all, when she initially posted the GoFundMe. And it says, thank you so much to everyone who has donated to my GoFundMe. I don't usually ask for help, but as a single mother of 6, emphasis on the single, right? The cost of ongoing legal fees is overwhelming. I'm doing my best to protect what matters most, but it's incredibly hard to keep up financially while facing repeated unnecessary legal battles. And I ain't gonna read the bottom part, just asking about donating or whatever, but it's mainly for the single mother of 6 part, right? We use that as a crutch or use it to our benefit only when necessary or only when it's something financial. But when people tell you you're a single mother, you take it as an offense. Like, no, we can't pick and choose when we use that title only when we want to use it as to push a certain narrative. Because you a single mother. If you're a single mother, you're a single mother, baby. I think it's more so she don't want to be labeled that when it's coming from people because it makes it seem as though the nostrils is not in the picture. But even even if he is in the picture, according to you, he does not do his part. According to you, when Mad Day comes, when Mad Day came, you let the world know that this man don't do nothing. That was your word. So how we get mad when somebody in the comments saying you're a single mother? Your reply should have been, well, yeah, but I handle my business. I handle my business, but you took it as a TRIGGER. Okay? No. Thank you, Queen Money Gang. You say the True Pac, laugh aloud, love your real receipts. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Beverly. Hey, Regal Essen. Miss Nina. Okay, so let's stop that one. This is just to refresh y'all, and then I'm gonna play these audios, baby. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'll be pulling stuff out the vault for y'all. When they ain't got nothing going on, I say I'm a find something. But this was brought to my attention because the live was done yesterday, where she took offense to that lady calling her a single mother of 6. All right, let me see. Hold on, y'all. And I got another thing that I kind of caught eye to that I wanted to know if y'all caught that also. We're going to wait till after we get through this first, though. Then I'm going to tell y'all. Hold on. Let's see. All right, I think I read that one. Where's the other one? Hold up, y'all. Let me find the other one. This is the other one. So, also when she was promoting the GoFundMe, y'all notice she ain't really been pushing that GoFundMe. Now I don't know if it's still in her links or not, but she ain't been pushing it in her story. But it say, thank you so much to everyone who has donated to my GoFundMe. I rarely ask for help, but as a single mother of 6, the cost of ongoing legal matters has become incredibly overwhelming. Okay, so we ain't gonna read the whole thing, but I just wanted to point that out, y'all. Her using the single mother of six narrative, right? All right, let's take that one down. Let me pull up another one. She probably will, Kenaya, but who cares at this point? If they crazy enough to keep giving they hard earned coins for that, then that's on them. Now I can see if you giving them some truth, but if they paying for deception, they are crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, baby. Oh, and let's not forget, she even used her son's page to push this GoFundMe. Please help my mom. Sad emoji. Me and my siblings are innocent and we don't deserve any of this. Mind you, the very same kids that she's posting on the page now, I find it real funny how we're pushing a GoFundMe saying that kids were being bullied, but yet you're constantly putting them on the camera now. That's crazy to me. And I haven't seen not one person bully them children. If anything, everybody has been saying how handsome the boys are. Like, she has some very beautiful kids. She really does. And just because we do content on you, don't mean we're going to insult your kids. That's weird to me. Like, she really has some beautiful kids, very handsome sons, um, and beautiful girls. We don't know how. Well, some of us know how the twins look, but the public doesn't. But she has some beautiful kids, y'all. I can't. I'm not that type of person. I would never talk about kids. Kids are innocent. Y'all know I've been saying that since the beginning. Keep all the kids out of it, not just her. But she definitely used his page to play on them people heartstrings. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have. I think that's it for the GoFundMe stuff. But wait, let me see. I do have some other stuff I want to show y'all, but it's in reference to the Father's Day stuff. So we're gonna get to that after. Let me see. Did I use it all? Okay. Yeah. All right. We done with that. I just needed to show y'all that. Just to show y'all how she pushes that narrative herself for her own benefit. But when somebody calls her a single mother, she takes offense to it. Hey, Miss Deborah R. All right, y'all. Listen good, okay? Let me pull this up. Wait, I wanna okay, let me fix yeah, that's how I wanted it. All right, let's get to this. So I forgot to take that background noise out. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real quick. Let me take this background noise out so it ain't all that music, that background music ain't playing. It only take a second. To tell a big stepper.
Oh, we got a stars party.
All right, hold on. Okay, so like I said, she did this live yesterday, y'all, where she took the kids to, I don't know what it was, some type of arcade, or some type of place where you take kids to have fun. It looked like arcade games and stuff like that, right? So she went live while she was there. Hey, Tokyo Blues. She went live while she was there, and people were in the comments, of course, talking to the kids and stuff like that or whatever. And y'all, let me tell y'all, I even seen one comment where, yeah, escape room. Thank you, Simply Sunshine Moments. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Leave that alone. Okay, but let me play this.
Oh, we got a stars party. It's a stars party. Let's go. Y'all not even doing nothing. Y'all not even doing nothing.
So if you notice all throughout the live, she's basically trying to force her kids to participate. It's as if they didn't even want to be there. Like, when I was looking at the clips, I'm like, them kids are so uninterested. Like, they, but you know what? That's typical kids. When they get to a certain age, they don't want no parts. When kids get to a certain, especially when they get in the teenage years, they don't want to do nothing with their parents. They want to be with their friends. They want to be with their friends, and that's why they were so uninterested. They didn't want. It's like she kept trying to force the camera in their face. Both boys kept moving away from her to get away from the camera, and she still kept throwing it in their face. And you know what it reminded me of? Whenever she was trying to push the narrative that RH would always force the camera in the kid's face and they didn't want to be on camera, and now they don't have to be on camera, da, 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 da. But now you're doing it, ma'am. And I don't know if she realized that, but she need to go back and rewatch her own live, because them kids did not want to be on camera. For somebody who says they barely put the kids on camera, and I'm gonna play that clip also, which that's a lie, because if you go all up and down her page, you will see the kids on from Instagram to Facebook. It's a whole bunch of TikTok videos, prank videos, all of that. But I think they're at the age now where they don't want to be on camera. It's embarrassing because let me tell y'all why it's more so embarrassing. She has a very large following, and her kids know that. That's the crazy part. So they don't want to be seen. They're being seen by way more people than your average person, right? So them kids don't want to be on that. Especially if, and then, at that age, kids are really into their appearance. Like a lot of kids are self-conscious. If they not done up, if they ain't got a haircut, if girls ain't got their hair laid, if they ain't got the proper outfit, they don't want to. Like my oldest son, he do not play that. Y'all see me post Ham all the time because Ham be with it, okay? Ham is at that age where first of all, she's a Scorpio. But Ham is at that age where she loves the camera. Oh, and you know what? To be honest, I don't think that's gonna change. Like she's just that girl. She like the camera baby. She be ready to snap some pictures anywhere we go. And that's why she always want new clothes. She always want to dress the part and all of that. But my oldest son, if he do stuff with his friends, I see he, post pictures and stuff like that. But when he would meet child, mama, I don't want to take no picture. Especially if it's with his siblings. Like he do not want to take no picture with his younger siblings. I'm like, oh my God, okay, whatever. But that's how kids are. But you could tell, like, them kids is tired. They don't want no camera in their face. They don't want it. And they don't want to be embarrassed either. They don't want to be teased by their peers or anything like that. Because a lot of times when other kids see stuff like that, they tease them. They get teased. So they don't want that. And they kept running away from the camera every time she tried to force it in their faces. Don't take my word. Go look at the live, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Hey, Mom Zeus. Thank you, my love. You say, hey, my girl. Hey, chat. How she figure that she's not a single mother? I didn't know she got remarried. Bloop. You better let them know. Period. Like, here we all see. Child, I don't know why she's even taking that as an insult. How are you taking that as an insult when you push the narrative yourself? You can't pick and choose when you want to use quote unquote single mother status. No, and y'all know y'all done heard me say this. If you are not married, you are a single mother. Period. Because men can come and go as the day changes, just like women. Just like women can. But it's more so, when it comes to parenting, it's more so the woman being considered a single mother. You have some men who take on that role, but it's not as much as, as women do it. But like, how you taking offense to that, girl? Like, ma'am, go sit down. Okay, we ain't even got to the part yet. Hold on, y'all. Let me go down. Hey, Miss Lolo. Hey, Snooki. Thank you, Miss Geraldine. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for helping me with my little gold child. Hey, I'm chosen. Love you. Okay, let me finish playing this for y'all. But yeah, y'all, them kids was over it. Like that, and that's probably why they couldn't really enjoy themselves at the escape room, because they didn't want to be on camera. Like I wish I could have showed it, but y'all know how I am with playing content, especially when it involves kids. I try to keep that away from my platform unless I could edit it out or try to not show the faces and stuff like that. But the video is on her page.
Wendy, shut the hell up. Ain't nobody no single mother.
Oh, here we go. So this is the part where she and that's the crazy part too. For somebody to proclaim they are so positive, why are you constantly going at the comments that you deem negative? Well, we know why, because she already said, remember when she told uh who was it, y'all? I think it was Foot Meat. Was it Foot Meat where she said focus on, it was somebody, it was some text messages that we seen where she told him to focus on the negative comments or the drama comments or something like that. No, matter of fact, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to find that receipt for y'all. But people, she say right here.
Wendy, shut the hell up. Ain't nobody no single mother. Blah. Bye bye. See you later, alligator.
It sound like that because I took the background music out, y'all. That's why it sound like it's far away, kinda. But she showed took offense to that. Wendy, shut the hell up. Ain't nobody no single mother. Blocked. Bye bye. But she did sound pressed like that comment really got to her. But how are you offended by that? Okay, and now let's hear straight from the horse's mouth her calling herself a single mother. And how she's always been a single mother. This is crazy, child. So at this point, she just need to stop because, girl, you be contradicting yourself, and then got the nerve to constantly make posts talking about people lying on you when it comes straight from you. That's the crazy part. Hey, True Slayer. Hey, Sherbono. Watch. Listen to this next part, y'all. So this was on the first episode of her Just Being La on Your show, okay? And she's basically explaining to the kids how she is now, since her and her husband separated, a single mother. Okay? You told that to your children, but yet when somebody tells you that in your comments, you want to block them. All right. Listen, I should have titled this live The Contradictions.
Spend time with each other, because now that mommy's life is changing, career is changing, and I'm a single mom now, take the village to raise a child.
Okay, y'all heard that? So that was her first episode of her show, explaining to the kids how life is going to be different now that she's no longer married and she's now considered a single mother, right? But now let's play this contradiction from when she was pregnant with the twins, and she was saying how she's always been a single mother even while she was married. But you didn't have that energy in this clip, but okay. All right.
If you go and get
Let me
married,
make it louder. Hold on, y'all.
if you go and get married tomorrow and you still doing the same things you were doing before you got married for your kids, then you're still a single mom. And I don't think people realize that. So for me, that journey never stopped. Ever since my kids have been born and me and Deshaun wasn't together, I was a single mom. Period. No matter who I got with, I was a single mom. So that question for me is not new. Like, I've always been that. So I don't even know how to answer that. That's quite naturally. That's just who I am.
And the crazy part is, if you listen in this clip, even though she's subbing RH when she did this, right? But the crazy part is she tried to throw in the fact, even though I had some support from Deshaun, but you still subbing him too, baby. You still subbing him too, because at the end of the day, you said, once y'all separated, you became with, even though you and your first baby daddy wasn't even married, so the separated was crazy, but that means you were a single mom then also. Period. And you still are.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that my kids are good. I'm gonna make sure that I'll take care of my kids above all. And I don't feel like, for me, this entire process of being on social media, I never got on social media and did videos with.
Watch how she lied right here, y'all. Even though you can literally go all up and down her pages and see all the content that she done did with her children.
Did videos with my kids like that. You will see a video here and there, but throughout 7 years of being on the internet, you have never seen me post my kids like that. I don't record my kids because I want my kids focused at school to be schooling.
Oh, and also another thing, watch what you catch right here as well. See, this is why it's good to go back and listen to some of these clips, these older clips. This was done in December, y'all. This was a few months back, right? But also on here, she's gonna say how, I never really did videos with my kids like that. I barely posted my kids, even though we like I said, you can go on her pages and see all the videos, the prank videos, and all of that between her and her kids, even from when she was with our age. Y'all literally did family content. So it's impossible to do to do family vlogging without the kids, baby. Okay? But she's gonna say that's how she prevented her kids from being bullied and stuff by keeping them off the internet. But I thought that's the reason for the GoFundMe. Yeah, make sure y'all clock that, y'all. Hey, Uncle Jeanette, what's up, my love? Make sure y'all clock that part.
Education and not
Let
be
me go back a little bit.
focused at school to be school and education, and not be focused on skits and whatever else going on in the media. And so far, I have done extremely well with doing so, with keeping that separate. Like, my kids can go to school and they're not being recognized, and they're not being picked on, and they're not being bullied, and they're not engaging in what Brianna is doing on social media. So, and I want to keep it that way. So when people say, "Well, I don't see,"
See how she said, and her kids not engaging in what Brianna's doing on social media. But didn't you tell social media that your kids be seeing grown adults talking about them on social media? Didn't she say that, y'all? Because I'm confused. Because first of all, how would these kids even know where to go look? One. And two, if I could recall, she did a whole video on TikTok, no, on YouTube, where she had her oldest son in the video. She had that white stuff on her face, and she was showing her son Queen Step. So it looks to me like you're bringing it to them, not them going find it, which is crazy in itself. Because, y'all, I cannot stand when adults put kids in adult business. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, because I was raised old school. I was raised where when the adults talking, the kids got to get up out the room. My grandparents didn't play that. My parents did not play that. Like, no, you could not put kids in adult business. That is crazy to me. But peep how she say once she's very contradicting and deceptive. And when you are deceptive, you constantly get caught up. It's like word vomit, but you constantly get caught up with things you say because you're being deceptive. Can't keep your story together.
you do things with your kids, because I want my kids solely focused to be their education, and not to be, oh, I went viral on social media. Oh, my friends are talking about social media. Oh, I can't pay attention because my friends or people or kids in the school want to talk about my mom or talk about what we did in the video. So I don't think I would ever post my kids like that. I see some people do that, and I be thinking about it. I'm like, oh, maybe I should do family content with my kids. But no, so far, all the way up to middle school, my baby is about to be 14 years old, and I have not had an issue with social media with them in school. So I feel like I'm going to keep going the way I'm going and keeping them out of the limelight as much as I can, and post them every blue moon, and not as.
All right, let me put the volume up on this one. This is extended clip to that, which y'all just heard.
I will always take care of my kids, regardless of relationships, regardless of whoever I was with. I always took care of my kids. Nobody ever done anything for my kids. I made sure my kids were good. Oh,
see, like I said, shout out to True Slayer, because she put a comment about that in the chat. But she wanted so hard to prove that RH never did anything for her kids, when we know that's a lie. We literally, and if y'all go back in my videos, you will see videos that I posted where RH would be in the mall with her kids when she wasn't even around. It's a video where he took the girls to get their hair done, DW and Lala, and she was calling the phone. Like, it's the lies for me. It's the lies for me. But it was so many videos like that, y'all. It was so many videos of this man taking the boys to get haircuts, even if they just driving and he instilling gems, dropping gems, like all of that counts. And one of the things I didn't told y'all before, let me push these earphones back because I feel like I'm talking so loud when I got my earphones on. But one of the things I don't think women realize is that when you are married and you live with your husband, not in separate houses, but together, like normal people. Even if those are not his biological kids, if he pays one bill in that house, just one, let alone all the bills, you are not a single mother, baby. It's a two-parent household. Regardless if that bill is directly benefiting the kids or not. If he paid a light bill, he's keeping lights in the house. If he's paying the mortgage or the rent, he's keeping a roof over their head. Water bill, he's keeping the water for them to drink and to bathe. Like, he don't have to buy them clothes or take them places. That's a two-parent household, and they are benefiting off of and not to mention, I done played the receipt where they was having a whole conversation, y'all. And he was telling her, like, why would you go out there and lie and try to make it seem as though you took care of me when I paid all the bills in the house for the first 4 years of our marriage? They was only together 6. And he was like, I paid the house note, your car note, my car note, your insurance, my insurance, every bill in the house. And she was like, right. But I was trying to tell them that it don't matter what you was trying to tell them, it's what you presented. You made it seem as though you took care of that man. But if he paid, according to y'all and y'all conversation, the audio that was put out, if he paid every bill in the house for the first 4 years of the marriage, he indeed took care of your kids, baby, and you. Just off of him paying all of the house bills. He didn't have to buy them not one outfit, even though we know he did, because I didn't posted videos of him in the mall with the boys, just the boys, shopping. She was nowhere around. It's still on. Matter of fact, those videos are still on her biological kids' pages with RH in it, and him taking them shopping, or him taking Lala to get a birthday gift, to taking her to Walmart to pick out her birthday gift that she wants. And she started crying, thanking her daddy, not Sleepy, RH, because he sung happy birthday to her. She said, Daddy, you made me. No, she said, I almost cried. Not cried. Y'all know how the little kids talk when they don't know how to pronounce a word. She said, Daddy, I almost cried. And he said, you almost cried. Oh, he said, why? Because I was singing to you. And she said, yeah. Stuff like that you can't take from kids, bro. And that's the saddest part about it, because regardless of the fact that they were on camera, that's still a memory made and planted into your child's mind that was made between her and RH. She will forever cherish that memory. So to try to remove stuff like that from your kids because you bitter and you mad because he didn't want to reconcile the marriage is crazy. Her kids could still be spending time with RH right now if she wouldn't have been so bitter and had people in her ear. Like, that is crazy to me. Most of us was here from the beginning where we literally seen they were cool, y'all. Even after they separated, they was living in 2 different homes, and RH was still helping her with all those kids, still buying them birthday presents, still picking up the son and bringing him to the mall to get his birthday gift, sending Lala a birthday gift. Like, he was still helping her. He was still involved. She deprived herself and her kids of that. Now you got a ninja who won't even take them to get a haircut, or who will tell you, them ain't my kids. Now you got that type of ninja. That's what you ended up with, which is crazy. That is y'all, child. To literally lie and act like your ex-husband, never did anything or helped you at all with your kids is blasphemy. When he literally put y'all in a house. I have a whole receipt where you couldn't even get a car in your name. Your husband had to do that, ma'am. Where you were so happy because you were finally able to get a car in your name without the help of your daddy and your husband. That is crazy. Like, I cannot stand that. Get that man his props. Even now. Even now. All right, let me finish it. That stuff like that don't just go away. And that's the most irkiest part about all of this, y'all. if y'all were here even before the saga, if y'all actually watch these people content, now granted, let me say this because I want to be unbiased, even though it's hard to be unbiased in this situation because of everything that goes on. But let me say this. When people do content, right, for the most part, they only show you what they want you to see. But people get it misconstrued and they try to take away from the fact that, or try to make it seem as though it's not truthful moments, or like how they do with RH. Oh, he's only doing that for the camera. But guess what? He's still doing it. So when him and Momo go to the aquarium, or they go to the park, or they go eat out, or they go to the museum, the slime museum, he take her to get her nails done. Baby, she don't know that, she don't look at it in that type of aspect the way the internet is trying to present it. Oh, he only doing it for the camera. That's a memory for her with her daddy. That's something she gonna cherish. My daddy brought me do my nails and my feet. My daddy took me shopping. He's still spending money. And he ain't even getting paid on Facebook right now. That's the crazy part. And I bet you he probably doing it in hopes that eventually they gonna give him his back pay. Because I know I would be doing it like that too. But those memories are still being made with that baby. She don't see what the internet is trying to portray. And that's what people fail to realize. She's still getting all that time. Even though he's doing his content, it's still real. It's not fake. He still gotta pay for it. She's still making slime at the museum with the camera or without it. I cannot stand that, y'all. I cannot. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Like, stop trying to make it seem like, oh, he's only a camera dad. Well, if that's the case, he a camera dad 24/7. 24/7, and it's very much real for that baby. Because I guarantee you, when she go back home to her mama, she's bragging on everything she got to do while she was with her daddy. You can't tell me she ain't. Because I got a clip right now, and I remember when Laonia posted the very last video that she did on YouTube a couple weeks back, when she was telling Momo, if you get left on the sofa by yourself, if you see an officer, get that officer or call 911, basically trying to tell her to call the cops on her daddy. And Momo knew it was wrong. That baby smart as hell, 5 years old, and she knew. She was like, my daddy was right there. She knew what time it was. She know her dad ain't just leaving her unattended like that. Come on now. Come on now. People be making anything out of nothing. But she knew what time it was. And then you know what she did? She changed the subject and started saying, oh, my daddy's taking me to, I forgot where she said it was going, child. Somewhere swimming. And then her mama so salty talking about, well, I hope to see it. And then she said, and my daddy's taking me such and such on a Ferris wheel. And she said, I hope to see it. Like, you can't even fake happy for your child. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be about her, remember? It's supposed to be about her. Once you divorce a man, or once a man divorces you, it's no longer about y'all. Get that hate out your heart, baby. Put it to bed. Now it's about that child's happiness. And if she's happy with what is going on with her daddy, that should be the only thing that matters at this point. That should be the only thing that matters at this point. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. Tell me I'm lying, okay? Like, that should be the only thing that matters. That baby is getting to explore and do everything she wants to do as a child. You can't ask for more. Even with his finances being affected, y'all, somebody sent me a screenshot, and this pissed me off so bad, y'all. RH posted a video of him. He's in the video, I think it said last minute shopping or something like that. I guess he was getting ready to bring baby girl back to her mama, right? So it was something along the lines of last minute shopping. And the clip was real short. It wasn't nothing but maybe a 30-second clip or something like that. And he had like one of those little handheld baskets. And you could see where he only put like a couple things in there, like maybe one outfit and another shirt and a hair bow. Basically, Momo was grabbing stuff out the store. So people were in the comments focusing on his shoes. Like, oh, he got on Gucci shoes, but he's shopping at Walmart for the baby. That's what they was worried about. That's the mind frame. when I hear stuff like that or I see stuff like that, I be so disgusted. Because first of all, why does that matter? They got kids out here who don't have no clothes, who are walking around naked in all of these different countries, who don't that don't know where their next meal is going to come from. And y'all critiquing the fact that he's shopping at Walmart for a 5-year-old because he had on some name brand shoes. So that means he gotta buy his child Gucci. Are y'all crazy? Some of these women are really letting the bigger picture go over their heads. I cannot stand it. Like, what is going on? Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Thank you, Regal Essence, and oh, okay, I see. Thank you to the person that say keep up the good work. Thank y'all so much for the cash out blessings. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me do something real quick. Give me a second. I ain't finished yet. I got some more to play. Let me see. Let me see. Come on, why is it not pulling up? What is going on? Come on, YouTube. Okay, there we go. All right, hold on. Okay, I see. All right. Okay. Let me take this. All right. Yeah, y'all. So when I seen that, wait, why is still up? When I seen those comments and then you had women agreeing to it, like when they got men out here that won't buy their child Family Dollar, let alone Walmart. They got some men out here who don't buy their children Jack Ish. And y'all complain. Is that the new norm now? Where we complain about where the clothes come from? Especially for somebody who's a just getting out of the toddler stage. Kids don't care about brands. Not at that age. They only want colorful stuff, y'all. They don't care about that. Like I was so disgusted when I seen that, and it's the people agreeing to like, yeah, he claimed he got this and he got child. Everybody on social media at this point know that man is struggling. How y'all know he ain't been having those shoes? And he just because it looked like he take care of his clothes. So how you know that ain't some shoes he been having in the closet for a couple years and he put them on? Like even if they were new, you don't have to buy a child designer. I guarantee you the same people that were saying that probably shopping at Family Dollar. Bruh, I can't stand people sometimes. Like, oh y'all, like this man literally buying his child some clothes, last minute stuff. So when I seen last minute stuff, I took it as he had just bought her some stuff and she wanted to get a few more things. That's what I took it as, right? But these child, this is why I don't post my business on social media. I post just what I want because you cannot satisfy people. People are going to critique whether they know the context of it or not. And that's the craziest part about it. The soul of a woman. Shout out to you, my love. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Kimberly. All right, let me go down. Hey, Miss Beverly. Thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for trying to get your girl to her goal. Okay. All right, let's finish playing this because I still got some other stuff I want to talk to y'all about.
Ways. So, and when people say, well, how does it feel to be a single mom? How does it feel to be a single mom? Well, you could be in a relationship and still be a single mom. I could go get married tomorrow and then.
Exactly, Crystal. But they ain't gonna talk about how she posts 2 videos back to back on her page. One video where she did a skit with her son and he had on red and black pajama pants and then had on the same pajama pants when they went to escape room. They ain't gonna talk about stuff like that though. But they gonna critique this man for actually shopping for his child at Walmart. See, let me shut up because let me shut up. Pop, shut up. Don't do it, Pop. Woo! Oh, child. Things are gonna get easier. Listen, Glenda. They ain't gonna talk about that though. Listen. Back to back too. Back to back. You see, I didn't even want to say that, but it's stuff like that. And I'm like, but y'all got a problem with that? Y'all got a problem with that? But and then she try to I have to say this, bro. I be holding back so much. She try to chunk it up to, oh, kids in this generation, they just they wear anything. And let me say this, right? Shout out to my sis Harmony, because she posted this. She said, and this come from Harm, because I had never seen this. I remember when I was in middle/high school, I love dressing up, but this new generation, including my kids, just love sweatpants, hoodies, and baggy clothes. Laugh out loud. They don't give a damn, right? But here's the thing. As a parent, when you are a parent, you don't leave that decision up to your kids, baby. How you step, your kids should step. And even if you ain't stepping, they should always step, because it is our job as parents to make sure they step. You don't give them that decision. Our kids are a reflection of us. But in this case, it's not giving it, because you always done up. You always done. I have never. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, y'all. When you see a parent who constantly got their hair done, who constantly dressed to the T, they ain't stepping out looking crazy, but they'll let their kids slide out any kind of way. That is not cool, bruh. That is not cool. It ain't up to the kids. Because kids will do stuff like that. They are kids. Duh. They still growing. They have to be raised into adults. So everything you train them with as youngins, they are going to live by when they get older. At least 85% of the time. Just like the Bible says, train a child in which they, in the way they should go, and they'll never depart from it. And if they do, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back to it. When I seen that, and then shout out to Harmony, because she definitely was trying to prove a point to you. Okay, she was trying to prove a point to you based off of that, but she didn't do a good job. But you don't chunk it up to that. You don't chunk it up to this generation, because this generation is all over the place. I'm so glad my oldest son don't live by this generation. Very well kept, very well mannered, straight A student. Colleges want them already. Like, no, I don't play that. We ain't doing that. Very big on his appearance. Always been like that. That's not cool, bro. You don't just allow your kids to do anything. Or in my opinion, that's an excuse. That's an excuse to escape from your priorities. And that's not cool. My bad, y'all. Rant over. Pop be tripping me out when she be trying to sound like Momo. Listen, I be having to go into character. Hey, Aaron, my love. Hey, Aisha. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Mia. You say do it, Pop. It's facts. Y'all, I be trying not to, because, the minute you say something about that mothering, baby, they gonna try to flip it and say, oh, they bashing the kids. No. Because we are responsible for our kids. It could never be bashing the kids. It's about you and what you're lacking in, and then putting them in front of the camera. At that. Thank you, sis. You say, let's help the host reach her goal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for that blessing, my love. That's not cool, y'all. Like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves when I see that. When I see women dressed to the T, and I see that all the time. Going to the store, child, I could have a scarf on, and I guarantee you ham is going to be laid. And you could tell, and my baby ain't nothing but 7 years old, and she don't play that. And that's a reflection of me, because she know how I'm coming when it comes to her. She want it, baby. She want it all. She is a diva. Trust me. All right, let me finish playing this.
And I could still be a single mom. So this journey isn't new for me at all. I have been a single mom the entire time I've been a mom. Let me say that. I do have support from my oldest kid's dad.
You know you gotta be real delusional to make a statement like that in front of thousands of people on a live stream when the world literally watched you with this man. When the world it's so many of us that know how their love story even started. And the videos you put out yourself saying how this man upgraded you in your lifestyle. He literally created the generational wealth for you to push on to your kids, even though you mishandled it because it's going downhill at this point. But we've watched, we've witnessed it. So it got to be oblivion and delusion to even make a statement like that. I've always been married him and paid for the whole wedding myself. But I was a single mom the entire time. Well, you was a damn fool. Cause I wish I would get married and still consider myself as a single mom. And let alone marry a man twice. And pay for everybody. The wedding, the ring, the plane ticket, child buy. Child buy. It don't even sound right. Thank you, Aisha. You say Bree is a compulsive liar and her coach knows she's a liar. She should be banned on all platforms. The lying is out of control at this point. Hey, JB. Hey, Sweet Mocha. Hey, Miss Angela B. Miss Vanessa. Shout out to y'all. All right, y'all. Let's finish this so I can tell y'all the other thing I caught. Okay.
Sean, who gets his kids and involved and make sure that, hey, you need me to come up there right quick and talk to them, I will. You need me to come get them, I will. You need me to discipline them however way I can, I will.
Notice how she tried to give baby daddy number one a little accolade at the end after she just said she was a single mother and been a single mother. She tried to give him because she had almost forgot how they was in cahoots publicly to make RH look bad, right? So let me hurry up and throw this in there and say how he says he's gonna do this if needed, but that's not him actually doing it. Clock that, catch that. Make sure y'all don't let that go over your head. Him saying, "Hey, if you need me to do this, I'll do it. If you need me to do that, I'll do it." But that's not you actually being active, sir. That's not you actually being active. Or just FaceTiming your children every day is not active either. Or, oh, I'm going to get it for you if I can, God willing. Let me know something you really want, and I'm going to pray to God in hopes that he can make it happen by any means necessary. What? Baby, we ain't taking care of these children off of a hope and a prayer. No, we can't do that. As mothers, we can't do that. Y'all remember when he put up that text message between him and Lala talk about it was something when she had made some really good grades, and he was like, God, he say, let me know something you really want, and God willing, I'ma pray to Yahashua, Jehovah, and in hopes that I'ma try my hardest, and I just hope and pray that he can see it through and make it happen, and them funds gonna magically some kind of way appear so I can get what you asking for. The poor child knew what time it was. She said, I don't want nothing. Shout out to Harmony, because I think Harmony called that out. She was like, I don't want nothing. That child so used to that man not getting nothing. She just like, let me just tell him I don't want nothing. He started saying, ooh, she's so humble. Baby, all kids want something. Okay? All kids want something. It's just that she know what time it is when it comes to you. She know your coins ain't built like that. After they seen that sorry game in that Dollar Tree bag with a bunch of knickknacks for 125, them cheering ain't crazy. They know what they can get from you. You making basically giving your child an IOU. What kind of shit? Oh Lord, I'm weak, y'all. I'm weak. I'm pissy. The IOU. I'm gonna get it later if I can, God willing. Just pray, say a little prayer for daddy. Yeah. But it's her giving him accolades at the end, y'all. Like, girl, we know he don't do nothing. We know that. And shout out to this clip because it's gonna get me into what I'm gonna be saying next. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all pay attention here.
So shout out to him for always being there for me in that supportive
Thanks,
aspect.
Mia.
But yeah, through this journey of people say being a single mom, I feel like I never stopped being a single mom. And I feel like people feel like you have to be in a relationship. Even if you're in a relationship or even if you're in a marriage, that does not mean that you're not a single mom.
Yes,
Especially if you're still doing all the things for your kids that you would be doing even if you were single. So if you're in a relationship and you're still providing and doing things for your kids, you're still a single mom.
I think that she thinks, based on what she just explained, I think that she thinks even if you get in a marriage and you still, meaning her, still has to do for her kids, that she's still a single mom. No, baby, that's your kid. That's your kids. But yeah, relationship wise, but marriage wise, no. And I just explained that to y'all at the fact that if you are married and if that man is paying any bill in that house that contributes to your kids' well-being, you are not a single mom. It ain't just about buying them shoes and clothes. It's about their overall well-being, a roof over their heads, lights, water, gas, food. All of that contributes to the well-being of kids. Why you think when you get a child support check, because the child lives with you, what do you think those funds are for? It ain't just for clothes. No. Oh child, listen. Just saying that is crazy to me because it's like, girl, you are definitely a single mom with your nostrils. We already know what time it is when it comes to him. But you don't want people, and you could tell that that's a soft spot for her because think about that clip I played for y'all when that lady told her she was a single mom and she got so offended she blocked the lady. How is that offensive to you? That's because, let me tell you something. Sometimes when people do stuff like they tell on themselves. The reason why that was a soft spot, a trigger for her, is because she know that Janashas ain't really stepping. That's why it hit hard like that, because when it's a reality, it won't be offensive. When he really stepping for real, you will laugh. 9 times out of 10, you gonna laugh something like that off. Girl, whatever. My man step, whatever. Child, we know that Ninja Turtle ain't doing nothing. All right, let's get off of the single mom stuff. I feel like I done made my point. Thank you, Malibu Genies. Thank y'all cutting up. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for helping me get to my goal, child. Y'all are appreciated. Okay. So this clip right here, matter of fact, before I play this clip, let me show y'all those other things. And am I tripping, y'all? But if y'all notice, throughout the saga, it has been a pattern of Laonya giving Sleepy his flowers, right? Throughout the whole saga, even though most of us know that they were in cahoots against RH, right? So somebody tell me why. I don't know if y'all noticed, but she didn't say nothing. No accolades was given, no flowers was given to Sleepy for this Father's Day. Anybody notice that? No tags lately or none of that. None of that. And it made me think because I started thinking back to when she did that live a couple weeks ago saying how, oh, and I want to do content on, matter of fact, let me not say it, I'm going to play it for y'all. But she posted this, I think, on Father's Day or the day before. It says stepdads be making sacrifices some biological dads refuse to make, right? And I showed y'all this a couple days ago, and I said, well, she can't be talking about RH because RH stepping when it come to Momo. He ain't missing a visitation. And we damn sure know Janashos ain't sacrificing nothing for them children. What he sacrificing? What is he sacrificing? When you yourself have came out publicly and said that this man ain't never paid a bill for you. That's crazy. This probably was a lie, but think she posted this as a sub to Sleepy, y'all. And the reason why I say that, even though she knows that a lot of times when she posts stuff like this, people will assume that it's for RH. But the smart ones, the logical ones, gonna know otherwise. Because think about it. We all can see that RH is doing his job when it comes to his baby girl. He's handling his business. Even if he's having it hard financially right now, he's still not letting her go without. He's still getting her every visitation, being active, being present, being physical. Because that counts major. That counts major when it comes to being in your child's life. Showing up, unless you all about the money, unless you had a child for the coin, for blackmail. Thank you, Mr. Trees. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so I showed y'all this. Like I said, this was for Sleepy, y'all. That's my personal opinion. Let me pull the other one up and then we're gonna play that audio. But I think it's something, it's some tension over there between her and baby daddy number one, but nobody really catching it. Oh shoot, I did not want to click on that. Hold on. Nobody really catching it, but notice how, let's go to this next. Hold on. Okay, so she posted this about Janelle for Father's Day, right? She said, Happy Father's Day to my ace, Josky. This journey with the twins hasn't been easy, but having you by my side has made all the difference. From sleepless nights to double the diapers. You've been right there, never missing a beat. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful for everything you do. You are truly an amazing father, and I couldn't have asked for a better one for our babies. We love you big time. Hashtag Father's Day, hashtag Twin Dad, hashtag great, right? So she posted that about Janostrals. Let me go down. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Please hit the like button if y'all don't mind. And the next one, if y'all remember, this is a part of RH's contempt, right? This post that let's go to what she posted about her daddy first. So she posted this about Daddy Longlegs. She said, Happy Father's Day to my dad. He's everything and more to me. Whenever I need him, he's there. Whenever I need to talk, he's there. May not say what I want to hear, but he's gonna always keep it 100. Regardless if you like it or not, he's a great friend, mentor, and grandfather. I look up to him, and I don't know what I would do without my dad. Thanks to God, I had the best of both worlds growing up. Although you and my mom wasn't always together, you made sure to make it to every event, every labor and delivery, and made sure to be the shoulder I needed to lean on. I love you, Dad, and I couldn't ask for a better father. Happy Father's Day, right? So that was about Walt, y'all. Let me take that one down. Hold up. Got another one. So like I said, if y'all remember, she made a post a couple weeks back, well, a couple months now, probably made a little over 2 months, and it's literally a contempt post. RH put it in his contempt. If you are one of the members of the channel, then you know about this, right? She put this in contempt. So, I mean, RH could use this as a portion of contempt for the upcoming court situation. So she posted, this was about two months ago, maybe, y'all. She posted, shout out to the mothers raising and still raising their children. No one can say they raise your children if they haven't even hit adulthood yet. So you know already she was subbing RH by doing this. Okay. She said, I am so honored to be a mother, and when it comes to my 6, they only have had their grandpa and daddy who's been involved in helping raise and still raising them. But when you say you're 6, one of those 6 is RH's child, not Sleepy, right? So she said, hats off to them. Always give love to your support team, because you can be in a relationship and still be a single parent. And you could be married and still be a single parent. Give credit when it's due, always to your support system, because, baby, being a single mother is far from easy. Stay tuned. Oh, this is about the Great Wood Flies, y'all. June 29th. That's in there too, okay? So clock this. Like I said, she posted this about 2, maybe 2.5 months ago, and RH used it in the contempt. But she's giving credit to Sleepy here. But mind you, like I said, why didn't she post about Sleepy for Father's Day? If you notice, she hasn't been posting about him for anything or tagging him in anything lately. So I personally feel that it's some tension going on there because the ones who know he ain't really stepping for real. It's all for public validation, co-signing and stuff like that to make RH look bad. Oh, let's come out here and show a united front. That way, if we teamed up, then they won't think I'm the problem and they'll think that RH is the problem for real, right? Okay. So, like I said, y'all keep this post in mind. Let me take it down. I might have one more before I play this audio. Let me see. I showed that one. So this one. Hold on, y'all. Oh, so this was posted. This was a while ago. This was probably last year sometime. Just a random, let me give my first baby daddy his flowers, right? And she did this a few times. You know, they was commenting back and forth on each other's pages. This was all in the midst of the saga, y'all. All of it was for public validation, to show a united front, to make it seem like RH is really the troubled one and he's the bitter one. And oh, our co-parent so good. We are the king and queen of co-parents, me and baby daddy number one child. So she said, shout out to my kid's father, Woken, for helping with the kiddos. I just wanted to give you your flowers while you can smell them, right? Now, mind you, she was giving a whole lot of flowers to a ninja who only see his children look like twice a year, maybe twice a year. Oh, okay. All right. So let's take that down, y'all. But when you bring it back to current, to present time, why is it that he wasn't given a Father's Day post? Since we was giving him random flowers all throughout the saga for being such a great co-parent. How? I don't know, child, because you would always have the cheering. You or your daddy. That man never got them cheering. If I could recall, matter of fact, they was just with Walt and NC, and he pulled up on his motorcycle. So we know he wasn't going there to get them because where they was going to fit, where they was going to ride. Common sense will tell you he was just going to visit. You know, it wasn't no, oh, let me go in my truck so I could take them to get some snacks since they staying to their papa house. You know, just a little 1-2 for my sons while they here. Or even better, let me take them to my house and let them stay with me while they're here. Seeing as how I ain't seen my children in months. So I'm going to take them with me and let them stay with me because even if I have to work the next day, they are of age to be able to stay by themselves if I got to go to work, right? Okay, we didn't do that though. We didn't do that though, y'all. But it brings me to, okay. So if y'all remember, she did this live on YouTube a couple weeks ago. I would say maybe 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks, a month at the most, y'all. She did this live trying to fill her supporters out, basically trying to prepare them for the if factor. If Sleepy ends up taking them boys, okay? Or, you know, letting the boys go stay with them. But I think that this is the cause of the tension. The fact that them boys still with her, but you said that, you know, Deshaun wanted the oldest son to go stay with him because he's so into girls right now and he's, you know, and going into high school. Let me let her explain it, y'all.
I also want to do content.
Hold on, let me make it louder. So we're going to let her explain it herself.
I also want to do content about, like, for instance, Deshaun wants to get Joshua now that he's going into high school. And I'm like, as a mom, I've been like, I don't know if I want to do that. But then I'm thinking like, okay, my son is a black boy. Okay, I'm not married. And who better else to, you know, raise him to be the best man he could possibly be than his father? But then I'm like, I got this. I can do this by myself. But then it's like, it's rare that a man asks his, especially when it comes to boys, ask for their sons. So it's like, maybe I just should.
Okay, y'all heard she said, especially when it comes to their sons. She said it's rare that a man asks for their boys to go state. But I don't know if y'all remember, but early in the saga, a little tea was floating around that she had been trying to get him to take the boys, and he wouldn't take them because he has a daughter in the house also, right? Yeah, he has a daughter with his wife that's in the home, and he wouldn't take the boys. So they had a little tension behind that because it was said that the oldest son was giving her problems, and it was also said that Janostrals too was trying to push for the sons to go stay with their real dad because of the situation between him and the oldest son. With the shoes and it being said that the oldest son would be stealing and this and that from Janostrals. Y'all remember Dawn put up those messages where Laonia was saying how the oldest one kept stealing from John. All of that was being said, right? So those messages are still out there. But my thing is, if he was gonna get them, at what point is he supposed to get them? Like when is it supposed to happen? Because it's seeming now that it I don't y'all. I don't think he asked her to get the sons. I think she's trying to push for him to get them because she needs that help. And let me say this, it's nothing wrong with that. Because you didn't make them by yourself, ma'am. But don't try to push false narratives or make it seem like, oh, she really was trying to set her audience up and ease it on in there because she know how the truth side is coming. She know how we coming over here. So she was trying to ease her audience to see, oh, well, let me see what they would do in this situation so that it won't seem like I'm a bad parent or I gave my child up or blase blase. And also try to put it on Sleepy, like to say, oh, he asked. I didn't ask him. Girl, it been floating around in the saga that you was trying to push them boys off on their daddy. Uh Allegedly because of Janostrals also, because he good with the girls being there, but not the boys. He don't want all that activity over there. That been floating around allegedly since the beginning of time. And also Sleepy didn't want to do it. I don't know why she was out here portraying that this man has been so active and he ain't giving her issues either when it comes to y'all. It's like a narrative is being painted that he's so, I'm gonna be gentle with the baby daddy number one. I'm gonna be considerate. I'm gonna be considerate of everything. He has to work a 9 to 5. I'm not gonna hassle him. But it's to the point where you're doing it by yourself. Just because I got a 9 to 5, I got 7 kids. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't spread myself thin. No. But you're gonna put all the smoke and all the pressure on RH, and that's not cool because he's the one that's actually trying. He's putting his best foot forward and actually getting his child every visitation and giving you a break. When it comes to the other ones, you always got them or your dad. We don't never see Sleepy with them cheering. We see you with them. We see your daddy with them, and that's crazy. That is crazy to me. But pay attention, y'all. I think something gonna come to surface real soon. Because it's only so long stuff like this stays hidden. Let me just say that. But I really do feel like um something about this situation is going to come to surface soon. But I think it's some tension there. I think it's some tension there because Sleepy don't want to get them cheering for real. The boys. He don't because here's my thing. If he did, he would have been got him. He would have been got him since the oldest one was giving them problems. He would have been got him. Let me just say that. Because why not? If you that active, y'all just heard her on the clip saying, and I have my first baby dad, my first 3 kids father, and he's so supportive and he's always, you need me to come down there, you need me to get him, you need me to take him, you need me to do this, you need me to discipline him. Well, if he's that supportive, why isn't the boy still? Why they not with him yet? Why they still with you? Why hasn't he gotten them yet? If he's so supportive and such a great co-parent, it's his turn. Wouldn't y'all say it's his turn? I would think it's his turn. Or are we gonna keep portraying that he's such a great father and not really making him live up to it behind the scenes? Because that T been put out here that ninja don't help you for real. That T been put out here. So why keep trying to portray an image that he's so great when you only really depriving your kid? If he ain't handling his business for real, the only one that's being affected is the baby. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. They are the only ones that's being affected while they pretend like he's really that active. We can see what's going on. Like we can literally see they ain't never with him. And he ain't nothing but a couple hours away. That's the crazy part. But RH is getting all the smoke. He can't even shop at Walmart for these women. He gotta go to Gucci. I'm so weak. He gotta go to Gucci, y'all. Like, make it make sense. That is crazy. But anyways, y'all, let me see. Let me check a few comments before I jump up off of here. Him say the same thing Foot Me do. Think RH the only one supposed to do something, yet got 1,000 baby daddies. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the crazy part. They child is damn near grown. Like, y'all child gonna be 18 in December. She a whole mother. She's a whole mother. I just don't understand it. Why is it so much pressure for this man when y'all done literally took his livelihood down, up, and through there? And y'all want him to do so much and spread himself so thin when he's actually trying. And when it comes to the oldest daughter, you can't force that, y'all. Like at the end of the day, that relationship is strained. We know why it's strained. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of time. It needs therapy. Let me say that. Because regardless of what they want to believe, Laonia ruined that relationship between RH and his oldest daughter. I don't care what they say. I watched it play out. I seen the messages. I seen the messages that she posted of her having conversation with his oldest daughter, telling his oldest daughter how she hate him. Laonia was telling his oldest daughter, I'm at a point where I hate him now. He's this, he's that. And you know, you don't ever put a child in that type of adult business. Period. Because you can sway them. You can't unintentionally manipulate them. Regardless if they want to believe that or not. The manipulation was there. And if you go to my members only, you will see I done did a whole live about this. Reading out those messages because they've been going off the internet. The messages between her and the oldest daughter. When she realized that how it made her look when people started jumping on her ASS, telling her, why is you talking like this with this man's child? The whole, he said he was going to unalive all of us. Where y'all think the oldest daughter got that from? She didn't hear her daddy say that. That came from Laonia. And from Laonia, it came from Walt. It was never proven. The judge threw it out of court because she was even on audio saying she didn't believe it. But then you try to get a TPO for it after the man decide he don't want to be with you no more. That's why the judge threw that out of court. Like, how you trying to get a TPO from something, but you were still with your husband after it was allegedly said? Child. But like I said, y'all, it's going that relationship right there. And I wish people quit trying to make it seem like he's a bad father because their relationship is strained between him and his oldest daughter. No, he's handling his business with Momo, as we can all see. And that relationship is going to take sometimes time and space is needed. And you can't put it all on the daddy. When you got a child who feel like they can do whatever they want, when they got two different kind of parenting styles. We know the baby mama allows her to do whatever she wants. She got pregnant in her mother's care, right? Not while she was with her daddy, with the structure and the discipline. So when you dealing with stuff like that, clashing is going to happen. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. And it's going to take some real life adult experiences. She got a child now. So she might learn the nature of her ways and mistakes through her own child to realize why her daddy did what he did. And we as the outsiders got to let it happen. Stop trying to force these people back together. It ain't nothing he can do. If she don't want to deal with her daddy right now, that don't make him a bad father. That don't make him a bad father because she's choosing not to deal with her daddy. We all seen how this story played out. Period. And he's trying to do different with his other child. He's trying to do different. He's trying to correct that to make sure she don't go down that path. People are crazy. He can't force it. She's damn near grown now. If she's saying she don't want a relationship or, she wants space, we seen him offer her to go live with him, her and the baby. We seen that. If he offered that, he offered his home for his child, a roof over her head. What more do you want? Like, if she denied it, then how does that still make him a bad dad when she turned it down? People gotta chill. Like, at the end of the day, let that be what it's gonna be. The internet interfering only made it worse. Because I bet you 9 times out of 10, if the internet was in the midst of all of this and people didn't allow the internet to influence and manipulate this situation, plus the ex-wife, I guarantee that man would have been back on good terms with his child. They would have been good. Been good. Because we seen a lot too. We seen them shopping in Walmart, him showing her how to drive. We seen them eating at the restaurant. That was in December. But oh, how things change quickly. Okay? Y'all better pay attention. Pay attention. Anyways, y'all, I'm finna get up off here. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:34, child. I didn't realize it was that late, but I did come on late, y'all. But I had to give y'all a little quick one too because I was like, let me see if they caught that too. But y'all peep the play. Y'all peep the interaction with the first baby daddy. Notice that downward hill. Let's just say that. Notice how the giving up the flowers is no longer. But you know what? Don't be surprised if y'all don't see her giving him flowers tomorrow. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. Don't be surprised, but I'm telling y'all, it's something gonna make it to surface soon. Mark my word, y'all gonna say, Pop said something was gonna happen or something was gonna be exposed or said. Watch what I tell y'all. But I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. I will be back tomorrow with another one. I don't know about what yet. We'll see what happens. Y'all know how it goes within this saga, child. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But I'm about to jump off here and watch a movie with my baby. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for rocking out with me in this live because we had a consistent 500 in the building. So big shout out, 400 subs. Big shout out to y'all. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Luke Hot Baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold, and real. This Luke Hot Baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
Lupac, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to